Read the passage below and answer the question as follows. The rule is on the Indian subcontinent, there began around 300 BC with the beginning of the Indus Valley civilization. Inhabitants of the Indus Valley, the Harappans developed new techniques in metallurgy and the use of copper, rocks, lead, and tin. They led an urban life and lived well-planned cities which developed about 4,700 years ago. So let's understand about the Bronze Age. What marked the beginning of the Bronze Age? Of the Indian subcontinent when they were coming. So the beginning of the Bronze Age began in 3300 BCE with the beginning of Indus Valley civilization. Identify the inhabitants of the Indus Valley during the Bronze Age and mention the materials that they produced using innovative metallurgical techniques. The inhabitants were the Harappans and they used metallurgy and produced copper, bronze, lead, and tin. Approximately how long did the well-planned cities of Harappan in the Indus Valley civilization develop, and what characterized their urban lifestyle? It developed in about 4,700 years ago, and they led a very nice life with well-planned cities. So let's dive into the details of how did it happen. So starting from the Stone Age, then the Bronze Age, and how did we actually made changes in the Harappan civilization. So as we read in the previous chapter, early humans gradually evolved from hunter-gatherers to agriculture and started living a steady life. हमने देखा था agriculture was an accident, right? So accidentally they invented that this is how plants are grown, and it shifted the life from hunter-gatherers to steady life. People no longer have to spend the whole day hunting and gathering food. It's better methods of agriculture such as food, fertilizer. So people could now devote more time for activities related to पहले खाना अरेंज करना पड़ता था, अब सेटल लाइफ की तो ज़्यादा टाइम लेजर और फीडिंग के लिए हो रहा था. इसी पीरियड में राइटिंग को इन्वेंट किया गया था. आर्ट फ्लरिश, ट्रेड grew, and various inventions and discoveries were made which changed human existence completely. But this development of town culture is generally what is seen in the beginning of the civilization. तो टाउन कल्चर का आपको दिखता है, कहाँ दिखता है? When the civilization started building. Civilization क्या होता है? Let's understand that. Humans lived for hundreds of thousands of years before civilization in this stone. Then was the dawn of civilization. The dawn of हमने पढ़ा पहले stone age था, फिर dawn age आया. It was a new way of life. But civilization is an advanced thing. Civilization क्या होता है? It is an advanced society. And agriculture, it has agriculture, it has division of labor, it has multiple cities, it has organization, it has science and technology, or it is language and some form of government. So what is the civilization? We need to remember this. It may be asked the question later. What is the civilization? It is an advanced society with agriculture, with division of labor, with cities, with organized food, organized living, organized science and technology, and they also have a written language along with a proper form of government. Now, let's study about the Indus Valley civilization. Something very interesting and very important. You will love to study about all these civilizations. This civilization developed in India about how many years ago? 4,700 years ago. It named Indus Valley civilization. It developed around Indus River. So why it is called Indus Valley civilization? Because the Indus River is fast developing. It is contemporary of three other Bronze Age civilization, namely Mediterranean, Sumerian in the banks of Euphrates, and Tigris River. It is still in the Nile River Valley, and Chinese on the Himalaya River Valley. These civilizations are called Bronze Age civilizations because the technology of making bronze items which is possible in the period. ये civilization हम Bronze Age civilization से कहते हैं because इस टाइम पे कौन सा टूल यूज हुआ था? ब्रॉन्ज यूज हुआ था. इसका दूसरा नाम है हड़प्पन civilization. बिकॉज सबसे पहली साइट जो एक्सकवेट हुई थी वो हड़प्पा, राइट. यहाँ पे जो पैटर्न है लिविंग का, it was then discovered that is the temple site of Harappa. The civilization started roughly between 2500 to 1500 BCE, that is around 2500 to 4500 years ago. At some places it extends beyond this time period also. Now, where did it all flourish? ये जो Harappan civilization है, ये कहाँ पे flourish हुई? This civilization stepped eastward from the modern day border of Iran. यहाँ पे आज ईरान का border है. Areas beyond Delhi. Southward की बात करें तो touches to the Godavari River, and more than 1400 Indus civilization sites have been discovered. कितनी sites discovered हुई? 14 से ज़्यादा. Of these, more important, let's understand कौन सी sites discover हुई थी. बेसिकली मोहनजोदारो, हड़प्पा, मेहरगढ़ जो अभी पाकिस्तान में है, मोहनजोदारो, हड़प्पा, मेहरगढ़, धोलावीरा, त्रिपुरारा, रंगपुर, लोथल जो कि गुजरात में, काफीगढ़ी, जनावली हरियाणा में, रोपड़ पंजाब में, और कालीगढ़ राजस्थान में, आलमगढ़पुर और बिलासपुर जो है उत्तर प्रदेश। तो ये सारी साइट ये जो है ये negotiation which was approved to what all happened in Harappan civilization. Harappan used of axes, damages which were like length for 11 inches, which was 5.5 inches, and the depth was 2.5 inches. Mohenjo-daro had 10.5 meter wide roads. It was strange, right? Even at that time, there was a lot of development in terms of the building of roads and other things. Now let's understand how this is implemented. What are the main features of Harappan civilization? तो वन इज टाउन प्लानिंग। टाउन प्लानिंग में इन लोगों ने अपना रहने का तरीका बनाया। अब ये हंटरस नहीं है, गैदरस नहीं है, टाउन में रह रहे हैं। इनका जो जनरल लेआउट था इट लाइक हड़प्पा, मोहनजोदारो, कालीबंगन, रामपुर, इसमें ऑल दी प्लेसेस इट इज ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर। तो वेस्ट में ये होता था लाइक सीटेबल टुवर्ड्स योर वेस्ट, which was like fortified by generated walls, and the citadel was what? जैसे एक एरिया है which is actually based on a mound or an elevated position. Citadel में रहते कौन थे? यहाँ पे in India going to study the categories of people which we had in this Harappan civilization. The citadel was actually occupied by members of the ruling class, priests, like kings, right? तो यहाँ पे हमने देखा टाउन प्लानिंग में यहाँ पर citadels होते थे. Citadels were basically made on mounds or an elevated region, and this was occupied by mainly the ruling class. Then इसी के अंदर एक और पार्ट होता था, ओल्डर पार्ट होता था, लोअर पार्ट कहते थे, लोअर टाउन कहते थे. इसमें जो हाइट होती थी इट वॉज नॉट एज बिग एज citadel, it was at a lower height, but इसमें एरिया इट वॉज नॉट बिगर इन India, and it was small building and houses of common people, right? So common people lived in lower house, lower region, right? Lower part, a lower town. Then now they were procuring food also. For that, they again had a very nice way to procure food. Harappa में 2 rows of 6 granaries, which are the great granaries, used to take stuff with them, which they used to do. A similar structure was found in Mohenjo-daro. All the granaries were distributed. अब इनके granaries में आपको है ना, ये river bank से पास में आपको इसको भी आप transport कर दो with the help of boat. A circular big platform found near the granaries for which the surface stores made, and many small houses found near the granaries have been the dwellings with the workers farmers. तो granaries के आसपास worker farmer रहते थे. और generally ये लोग क्या करते थे, जहाँ पे granaries होती है river bank के पास वहाँ पे transportation easy हो जाए. Then is a great part which is very unique to this culture. इन लोगों ने oblong structure बनाया हुआ था with 6 terraces, and after ledges were not various things in the great part. It is a masterpiece of engineering skill, and you will be flabbergasted if you go and see it. The great bath was made of brick and was covered with natural tar and was for drinking. Right? Now you can see a great bath was extended. You can see great bath was extended. It is an oblong structure. बहुत सुंदर तरीके से बना हुआ था. इससे brick से it was made of brick, and it was covered with a natural carbon bitumen, and there were steps. Now the steps. They had steps on either side that led to the bar. It is believed that people used it for religious sake. Now all these excavations have given us an insight of how they did live. Now this great part was basically used for religious sake. Now the drainage. Or as the houses are built, or drainage plants, drainage system was laid out. The drainage in the house invariably led to cess or manhole. So cesspool or manhole. जितना भी ड्रेनेज था वो किससे हो रहा था, एक मैन होल में जा रहा था. The drains along the main road from covered well were inspected and cleaned regularly. The drainage system of the river stands out as a masterpiece among the city here at the time. तो अगर हम देखें ये जो पानी था, गंदा पानी, एक प्रॉपर ड्रेनेज था, and it was kept very clean. It was spick and span. If we talk of life of people, it was probably administered by group of people consisting of merchants and thieves. So इनके जो टॉप मोस्ट लेवल में आते थे वो merchants and thieves थे. लेकिन अंडरस्टैंड 3 क्लासेस में कौन से क्लास थे? पहले तो रिच मर्चेंट्स और थीव्स, जो सीकर के अंदर रहते थे. सेकेंड कैटेगरी में सेटिंग मर्चेंट्स थे, आर्टिफिशियल क्राफ्टमैन थे, और लोअर क्लास में आपके वर्कर्स और लेबर जाते थे. लेकिन कौन सी क्लासेस पढ़ी हमने? पहली क्लास जिसमें रिच मर्चेंट्स आते थे, प्रीस्ट आते थे, C12 मिले थे। सेकंड क्लास में कौन आते थे? सेकंड मर्चेंट, आर्टिजन और क्राफ्ट्समैन। और जो थर्ड क्लास थी वो लोअर क्लास थी, उसमें लेबरर्स और वर्कर्स। देन यहाँ पे जो एरिया था ना बहुत फर्टाइल था, बिकॉज यहाँ पे एनुअल इनंडेशन रहता था, फ्लड मतलब कम्प्लीटली ना filled with water by the end of the year. तो agriculture ने यहाँ पे बहुत स्टार्ट किया, तो उन्होंने अपने जो वॉल्स थे they needed walls with for protection and so that the floods may not be critical. Indus carried far more resilient soil than the Nile River and life is created for the area. Soil models of slope have been recovered from the site indicating the flows on water. तो यहाँ पे soil models को से इससे पता चलता है कि वहाँ पर flows गए नीचे से। उसके अलावा उस टाइम एनिमल्स को डोमेस्टिकेट करते थे, जैसे डॉग, गोट, पिजन आदि को डोमेस्टिकेट करते थे। बट हॉर्सेस के बारे में टोटल नॉलेज नहीं थी, डोमेस्टिकेट करते। एग्रीकल्चर की बात करें तो जो क्रॉप्स उन्होंने उस टाइम करते थे जब हमने बना लिया। इसके अलावा दे वाज वेरी फाउंड ऑफ मिल्क, वेरी फाउंड ऑफ मिल्क एंड द फ्रूट दैट वाज वेरी पॉपुलर एट दैट टाइम वाज स्पिनच, राइट? Now let's understand the kind of clothing they had. They wanted something that Neolithic people had clothes made of cotton. Cotton was cultivated as in Pakistan around 7,000 years ago. At Mohenjo-daro, archaeologists have found attributes of cloth attached to the needle of the pajamas and some copper objects. There was one spindle, boat, a terracotta and stones that were used for spring fish. So archaeologists are fully aware that cloth was used for collection purposes. So अगर हम clothing की बात करें, ऐसा नहीं था that they were not using clothes, they were definitely using it. And they were very fond of adorning their body with a lot of ornaments. So it was not only female, it was also males who were accustomed to wearing a lot of ornaments. So they used cotton and woolen garments to these dresses. अगर हम बात करें कपड़ों की तो दो पीस ड्रेस, जैसे हम मेल जो होते थे वो धोती की तरह के ड्रेस पहनते थे, और एक विमेन जो होती थी they used to wear skirts, right? Now, what is sewing? Sewing is a repeated pattern artistic for doing it for sewing with instruments, primary delivering, signing, local changing for etc. Right? So you can Google more about it. Now, let us understand what kind of ornaments were worn by both men and women. Men would say epaulets, necklaces, finger rings, armlets, pendants. But women, earrings, bangles, bracelets, necklaces, golden necklace, and a headdress. The rich wore ornaments made of gold and ivory, while the poor they were usually made of shell, wood, and cotton. You can see this this gives an insight of how fond of they were of ornaments in their time. Then comes the art and craft. Ancient people belonging to Harappan civilization used copper, bronze, and improvised stone tools. तो पहले तो सिर्फ स्टोन टूल स्टोन एज के बाद हमने सॉलिड में आए, तो यहाँ पे कॉपर की जरूरत है, ब्रॉन्ज की है। ब्रॉन्ज बेसिकली क्या होता है, एक मिक्सचर होता है, अलॉय होता है, किसका फेमस कॉपर का। ये क्यों यूज करते हैं? ये हार्ड होता है, बहुत हार्ड होता है। अब अगर हम इसे एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिस में यूज करेंगे then we can use for digging, flowing and letting of the land, so which is very important. And they melted these metals and made several toys and started different kinds of implements and utensils and various varieties it was used by these people. Then is trade and surplus. अब पैसा कमाना है, इकोनॉमिक सस्टेनेबल वे पे ट्रेड होता था। ट्रेड कैसा होता था? लेट अंडरस्टैंड similar with the economic growth had dependency depending on trade. It was facilitated by greater advancement transport technology. So it was only possible because there was advancement in the transport rate. The Harappan civilization remained only the first to use transport in the form of bullock carts, and they are identical to those used throughout the Southeast Asia. They know the bullock cart to start. It also bears reference on most of the plans, a claim that supposed by the discovery claiming that it was a dread canal and it was regarded as a docking facility at the coastal city of Malaysia. So अभी हम देखें के बारे में और तो में पढ़ेंगे, तो boats and watercraft were used by the bullock canal, boats and watercraft. Trade focused on improving raw materials, importing raw materials to the use of Harappan infrastructure, including minerals from Iran and Afghanistan, lead and copper from other parts of India, trade from China, and Sadar was floated down the river from the Himalayas to Kashmir. Other trade goods include terracotta pots, gold, silver, metal, steel, flint for making tools, steel shells, pearls, and colored tombstones such as glasses, glasses, and turquoise. To reach up Mabe arrangements hub. They were an extensive maritime trade network operating between the Harappan and Indus civilizations. Harappan tourism areas have been found that active on the website in India, Mesopotamia, which include mostly modern day Iraq, Kuwait, and parts of Syria. previously it I mean it is an invariably a force indicator of the kind of rate we have. Long distance rate over bodies of water has experienced relation to its because they have become crucial with the development plan for the CAP. This is the single setting up getting a single broken resident. So उन्होंने क्या बनाया था प्लान वाटर क्या बनाया था जिसकी वजह से रेट और इजीली हो. Then there's something 4300 to 3300 just calculated rate which is also known as copper rate. In this traditional generation, so ceramic thermoelectric is southern Turkmenistan and northern Iran. During early Harappan period, cultural similarities in Bosnia, figurines and monuments document currency and Central Asia and the Iranian China. So this has a match or resemblance to this culture also. Now let's talk about the can you see a screen over here? A screen pictures of Harappan civilization. Please see also 2000 feet it's flat or rectangular fixed basically. इसके बाद मुझे terracotta figure. इसके ऊपर animal figure होना चाहिए. इनसे आगे भी एक flat or rectangular fixed terracotta की चिपाई होगी जिसके ऊपर animal figure होगी जो इस होगी ये हमें कितना information देती है इंडिया की civilization से artistic के trade contact press ornaments immediately for future culture. इसके बारे में please बता. Right? Now they also use barter system for trade. Right? Now यहाँ पर आके but then Harappan civilization came to an end. What would be the reason? The reasons were many. First was a massive calamity. यहाँ पे बाढ़ आ गई, अब से खत्म हो गए. इस पर population बढ़ गई, deforestation बढ़ गया because उन्होंने वो deforestation करके अपना रहने का जगह बनाई. And then we look at declining and it must have created a lot of economic problems and it gradually declared for Harappan civilization खत्म होना चाहिए. उसके बाद क्लाइमेट चेंज इकोलॉजिकल चेंजेस डिक्लाइन ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर सोशली मॉन्सून पैटर्न एंड चेंजेस इन एरिया और एरिड पोर्शन सिचुएशन नेचर ऑफ So the major three reasons for end of Harappan civilization was the natural calamities like earthquake and drought, or the flood, and the increase in population because of it led to deforestation, decline in agriculture, deforestation in other area, and the ecological changes which made people because they made that place not suitable for living, so they took it on. After vertical extension, that the Harappan people led with hill and towards mid south towards the city. Okay, this is all about the Harappan civilization. Let's get into the case study and understand the town from Gujarat. Dholavira in Gujarat is the latest excavated site of Indus Valley heritage. Dholavira excavation during 1990 is one of the largest urban centers of Indus Valley civilization that is the desert. It is one of the two largest settlements in independent India and other than the Lapidary and which is larger than Dholavira and the district of Haryana. And it ranks one of the first 5 cities of Indus Valley civilization other than Mohenjo-daro, Sivandevala and Harappa. So Dholavira देखिए वो देखने से अलग क्योंकि बिकॉज वहाँ पे हमें देखा था स्पीकर भी होता था एक लोअर टाउन होता था. यहाँ पे क्या था एक स्पीकर भी होता था एक मिडिल टाउन होता था लोअर टाउन और हर एक पार्ट के अंदर स्टोन वॉल होते थे. यहाँ पे ब्रेन भी बहुत सारे जो लोग मरते थे उनको ब्रेन की गाड़ी करते थे. इसके अलावा जो ब्रेन थे एक्सकेवेटेड एज इसके साथ क्या पड़ा होता पॉटरी एंड ज्वेलरी तो उसके साथ रख देते थे. एज वी स्टार्टेड इन द लास्ट चैप्टर दैट यू थिंक टू बरी कोड स्टूडेंट तो हमें जो ब्रेन थे उसमें क्या बरी था पोस्ट्री और ज्वेलरी. There were other findings also such as large letters of Harappan stone. The letters were carved out of white stone and perhaps engraved. This is a unique finding when Harappan writing has been found on small objects. So Harappan writing has a huge letter. When we last we studied about that when we studied about the trees, they had a lot of trees. These trees were these हमने यहाँ पे सील देखी तो इसके writings के बारे में हमें पता चलता है. Then coming back to this, it is a unique finding when the Harappan writing has been found on small objects. Then let's try to another case study that is local. पहले हमने पढ़ा towns in Gujarat. Now let's study local. Local decided to briefly of the Sabarmati in Gujarat to the local. ये Gujarat. This was near Gulf of Mumbai. Raw materials such as semiconductors were easily available in the nearby area. यहाँ पे raw materials available थे. These were abandoned fields and brick dockyards connected to the Gulf of Mumbai and their channels and the dockyards of problem used for birding ships. So ये dockyards used for birding ships. Then Lothal was carefully planned to do and was divided into Citadel and Lower Town. Lothal में 3 parts थे, right? इसमें कोई Citadel और Lower Town था. How do you know में ये जो धोला मिला था उसमें 3 पार्ट्स है, तीसरे मिल डाउन हुआ था, यहाँ पे तो वेल डाउन है। हाउ द विंड विल टेक कमांड एंड बिकॉज द लोअर साउंड इज डिवाइडेड into two sectors of north and south. It is an important thing to transfer both of the probably because of it was a better for the mark because of the this is all about the factor that comes with technical. That's the correct answer. The development of sound culture is generally what is seen at the beginning of a civilization. Early man used to made of wood, copper and later bronze, right? That was a contemporary to the steel out of bronze is the present maybe in the structure. The dash was used based in a mount to mount the or elevated position of feet and then is all the railways were built close to 5 railways no transportation. They were built near to the river bank so that the transportation is easy. There were steps on either side that led to the bar. That is a mix of tin and copper, that's a bronze. It is bronze, right? Then right? Then natural currencies like Plato may have destroyed the Harappan cities. Now let's come to Harappan. Harappan people have destroyed the whole day country and that is so no way of story people. Harappa was the first site to be excavated, yes. Considered a small building and house was formed people know it was long tables made on the elevation area. Circular bridge platform found near the Bangalore used to bridge the pavement, yes. Then great bath house is relatively made to circular manhole. Obviously, the weight bath was connected to a drainage system which obviously septic clean. The generally the founding which used fishermen, yes. Men wore a garment colored story while the was first. So, India was divided not into single but within middle down and lower down top also. Right? Now let's come to the pattern. So, like, Dholavira, हमने पढ़ा है, it is in Gujarat. Then Kalibangan is in Rajasthan. Then Banavali is in Haryana. Alamgarpur is in Uttar Pradesh and Meherpur is currently up. Then, what is civilization? Civilization is an advanced way of living wherein people had developed agriculture, they had developed cities, they had developed trade, and they lived a better life. And when they Indus Valley civilization developed India, Indus Valley civilization developed in 4700 years. Right? What was Great Bath? Great Bath was an oblong structure in which the Great Bath was citizen. It was used for religious purposes. It was surrounded by this and then they had steps on for the side. It was covered by bitumen. What was this citadel? Citadel was a place which was made on elevated areas or mountain areas and it was used by the upper class to stay like people like rich merchants and priests. What was the lower town? Lower town was also a part of their town planning. It was in area which was much larger in size, but it was not made as big as Citadel. It had a major area, but it was decided by people who were the local people. Then what the chief informers inform us about their writing, chief informer agriculture, their artistic desire, and Greek and Harappan times, if we talk about the Harappan time, most of the Gardens, all these sites are the Harappan. We talk about more sites like Mumbai, Punjab, then Harappan. Which are the civil wearing purpose of writing, women were baby founders music, they used to wear the earrings, the bangles, the dresses, the virgins. While the bronze was used in agricultural practices, bronze tools were really used in agricultural practices because bronze was very hard. And being hard, it was used in agricultural practices like stone, digging, leading, or so. Built an ancient answer to that, and we have studied the terms of it. How did civilization change? Earlier people were stone, they were hunter gatherers, they were no mass, they were everything like. But with the development of agriculture, people led a different life. They did not have to roam from one place to other for things. They had a settled life. They had a life in which the agriculture developed. They traded, they had proper plantations, they had proper trade, they had proper life. So this is how simple it is. During this period, in the period of Islamic Egypt, main important of the Indus Valley Civilization. If we go back and see talk about how did the Indus Valley Civilization develop, then we have studied that Indus Valley Civilization is roughly developed between 2500 to 1500 which is about 5500 to this civilization stretched eastward from modern-day borders Iran to areas from Delhi. Southward it stretched up to the Godavari River, and 1400 civilization sites happened this capital list. And if you talk of the major sites, they are Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Hiraguda, and all these sites which are mentioned. And if we talk of this, this has been a great insight into the Indus Valley Shift. Okay, the fundamental first talks about the big data answer is how did the town planning of Harappan culture distinguish? The town planning was done in a very appropriate manner because the towns were planned in the towns of Harappan culture. We had the citadels and we had the lower houses, right? So citadels were the mounted area which were based on areas which are elevated, and they in citadels we used to see that the priests and the merchants and the rich merchants used to live. But if you talk of the lower towns were resided by the local people. They were not that elevated, but they were not very fun. Then, why was the great bath a masterpiece of intuition? Great bath is a masterpiece of intuition because it was meant for religious purpose. It is a great architectural piece which was made with brick on both the sides. They had steps on either side, and the upper part was covered with a natural wood. When we talk about the life of Harappan people, the Harappan people lived life very nicely because now life was settled. They had agriculture, which was actually flourishing over time, and the life was divided. If we talk of the life of Harappan people, the people had a very different life. They were divided into two parts. Like one was containing the priest and the rich merchant. The second part was, and they used to decide citadel. The second plan was the basically craftsmen and the artisans, and the third part was the laborers and the normal daily workers, right? Then how did Harappan civilization came to an end? The talk of the Harappan civilization came to an end because there may be a lot of natural disasters like tsunami, earthquake, and floods, right? Then it also came to an end because there was a lot of overutilization of land. Because of the overutilization of the land, the agriculture must have decayed, and when because of deforestation, people shifted from just one place to the other. Along with that, if we see they needed more, now the population is big, people have right, and see what they do. So one was that it had natural disasters, there was increasing population because of the deforestation, decline in agriculture, and ecological change. The environment change, the climate change because of this, there was a changing mountain patterns, changing temperature. So people have to definitely move to the next place so that they can settle. And the next question is about Veda. If we talk about what is the town of Veda and Gujarat, in Veda and Gujarat, it was based in Rajasthan. And let's study what is to be written here. We have to mention that Veda and Gujarat is the recent site of Indus Valley civilization. It was basically a site which was different from Veda because it has citadel Hindustan and the river. Over there we have just a citadel and a city and the river. Here, Veda was different because it has citadel Hindustan and the river. We have seen a lot of graves also here. So graves has a lot of excavated graves related to contain water and breathing. Plus we have the Harappan writing which was found on stone. So this is very special about Veda. All this answer. So this is all about the chapter in which we will delve into the calculation, the town planning, life existed, and what are the archaeological excavations which talks about the rich culture of all this. I hope you enjoyed the session.